Hello everyone, this is Jocelyn, and in this video, we are going to learn about the simple past tense of verbs. Simple past tense is used when we are talking about the things that happened in the past or the event, situation, or action that was already done or finished. For example, you can tell someone what you did yesterday, last month, last year, or tell somebody what happened 5 to 10 years ago or even 1,000 years ago. Example, I attended the meeting yesterday. My mom cooked my favorite dish last night. Last year, I went to Baguio with my family. So anything you want to describe that happened before now, we use the simple past tense. Further, in the simple past tense, you may use time expressions or time adverbials like yesterday, last night, last year, and so on to indicate that the action, event, or situation was done before now. Okay, so how do we formulate the simple past tense? Remember that there are two types of verbs that are important in studying the simple past tense. These are the regular verbs and the irregular verbs. The simple past tense of most verbs ends in ed, and these are what we call the regular verbs. In regular verbs, the simple past is formed by adding ed or d to the base form of the verb. Let's have these examples. First, we have the verb walk. Walk plus ed becomes walked. Example sentence. I walked to the market yesterday to buy fish. Next verb is jump. Jump plus ed becomes jumped. Sample sentence. The boy jumped high just to catch the ball. Then last, the verb clean. Clean plus ed becomes cleaned. Sample sentence. My sister and I cleaned the living room last month. There are also additional rules in forming the simple past of regular verbs. If the verb ends with e, just add d. Examples: agree becomes agreed. Example sentence: the officers agreed with the proposal. Next, we have the verb hate. Hate plus d becomes hated. Sample sentence. She hated eating broccoli when she was a kid. Remember, these spelling rules as well. We double the last letter of some verbs that ends with consonants like m, n, b, d, p, and t before adding ed. The verb fan ends with n. So first, double the consonant n, then add ed, and it becomes fanned. Sample sentence. The girl fanned the air slowly with her handkerchief. Next, the verb grab. Grab becomes grabbed. We double the consonant b and then we add ed. Sample sentence. My friend grabbed my shirt. We also have the verb pat. Pat becomes patted. So we double the consonant T and then we add ed. Sample sentence. I patted my son's shoulder when he was crying. Also, when we talk about regular verbs ending with y, just change the letter y to I, then add ed to form its simple past. Examples. With the word bury, we change y to I, then we add ed, and it becomes buried. Sample sentence. Father buried our beloved dead pet at the backyard. With the word carry, just change y to I, then add ed, and it becomes carried. Sample sentence. Joseph carried the box from the gate to his house. Let's now study the irregular verbs. These are verbs which past tense doesn't need to add ed or d to its base form of the verb. However, the simple past tense of irregular verbs sometimes changes the spelling a little bit to form its simple past. Like these words, bend, bent. Can you spot the difference? Yes, only the last letter has changed. Sample sentence in the word bent. The man bent over to kiss his wife's forehead. Next, we have send and sent. Sample sentence. Shaza sent me a letter for my birthday. Other verbs completely change the spelling from base form to its simple past. We have the word buy and bought. Sample sentence. Mommy bought the fridge last year. Catch, caught. Sample sentence. The police officer caught the criminals last week. Lastly, some irregular verbs don't change the spelling at all. Look at these examples. The base form of the word caught is just the same with its simple past. Sample sentence. They caught the hammock to save the boy. Next word is the word put. Put is the base form and the simple past is just the same. Sample sentence. She put the flower vase on the table. Likewise with the word hit, it has the same spelling with the base form to its simple past. Sample sentence. The player hit the ball. Finally, the word read, which has the same spelling with the base form to its simple past. However, the difference here is the pronunciation. You pronounce the base form of the verb read as read, while the pronunciation of the simple past of read is read. Sample sentence. I read the novel Twilight twice. Simple reminder that in irregular verbs, you have to familiarize yourself to the base form and to its simple past. That's it! I hope you've learned something from this video. For my next video, I will teach you the correct pronunciation of some regular verbs or those verbs that end with D or ED. Thank you so much everyone, and you are all amazing. Have a good day!